What is going on, and welcome to a new video. This is the end of my year portfolio update. So in this video, we're literally just going to look at this year compared to last year, dividends, etc., how my portfolio has performed over the whole year compared to um, last year. So we're quickly on trend 2 and 2 now, just to see what my stock is looking like on my portfolio, and then we'll jump over to my dividend excuse me, my dividend tracker spreadsheet. So as you can see here, this is my portfolio so far. So we're currently at £11,839, and as you can see there, we're currently up 23%, just shy of 24%. So it's doing pretty well at the moment. As you can see there, we had a massive drop off. I was at 20,000, which was the goal for the end of the year. But obviously, shit hit the fan, and I had to sell a lot of my stocks to basically pay debt, really. But yeah, we're going to get back to this point by the end of 2025. So before we dive into this video, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let's get straight into the video, shall we? So here we are, we're over on my spreadsheet, my dividend tracker. As you can see right here, we are at the monthly dividend income. So I had a good month here. That was my first ever month. I hit basically £100, and I was in a good place. I was like, yes, we're on a roll now. We're going to hit £100, and we're going to keep going. And then obviously anything happened at once. I lost everything. I spent all my emergency funds, and I still had to basically get a new roof for the house. And I was like, uh-oh. So that's where I still sold stocks, and obviously my dividends is back down to the start, really. But I was pretty much, as you can see there, I was pretty much at a good little steady incline. Every 3 months, I was getting a good income. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. But now it's like sold everything, and it's like I'm getting good income every month, kind of now. It's not these massive up and downs like you see here. It's like a nice income, big one, nice income, big one, nice income, big one. So hopefully it stays like that now over there. And then you got my portfolio value. As you can see there, it was growing quite nicely, hit the 20,000 mark, and then back down to basically 10k. And now we're back on that build again. So that's pretty much what it's looking like at the moment. My portfolio overview. Jump across into positions. I haven't really updated this now, so the shares may be off slightly, but these are pretty much the stocks I've been tracking over the year. I do have other ones in my portfolio, like Gladstone. What else have I got? I got a couple of other pies in there which ain't on here. These ones this year I basically used for my main ones, which I would basically keep and hold long term. And other ones I was like buying and selling. I didn't know if I wanted to stay in there long term. So I didn't really input these into this portfolio or this spreadsheet. So these are pretty much the main ones that I've held the whole time pretty much. But I have got slots here where I think I will be adding Gladstone into here. So I think Gladstone will be a good one to keep going forward, really. And then here we are into our dividend log. So this is pretty much the place where I input all my dividends, and it basically tracks it over the whole year. As you see here, this is 2024 every month, and then all the stocks that I've got on the previous page is also input here. So what we'll do, we will look at this see what it's done, and then we'll scroll up and see how it compared to last year, and then we'll look at the total right at the end also. So as you can see here, AbbVie pays you pretty much every quarter. AMD doesn't pay dividend. I don't know why I'm tracking that for, because it's not a dividend payer. Google, again, why is that saying 50? I'm so confused now. That's definitely not 50. That is probably a 6, I'm going to say. There's no way I've gone from 6 to 0.8. Bank of America, again, I haven't even touched this. This has just been dividends going into it. As you can see there, 97, didn't touch it. 98, didn't touch it. £1, and then £1.7. So that's just growing itself, and I haven't even touched that. I haven't invested into Bank of America since the bank crash in Silicon Valley. When was that? Bloody hell. Coca-Cola is another one. I haven't really touched this. This is just turned on. Dividends coming in, get reinvested. The whole year, I've basically made £18. QILP, this is a cover call ETF. It is a UK version of QILD. As you can see there, that just keeps growing, growing, and growing. Next year, it should be pretty much hitting £20 a month. And as you see there, I've earned a total of £200 from QILP. When this gets to a big enough number, I will be stopping reinvesting this and then investing it into another company. Let's say like the S&P 500, let's say. That's what the plan is with that. Johnson & Johnson, I got a total of £4.92. Procter & Gamble, I haven't got a clue where these figures are coming from. Maine, again, is another monthly payer. A total of £28.81. Every quarter, they're paying a special dividend. So as you can see here, low, and then it's like double, low, and it's double, low, double, low, double. Every quarter, they pay you a special dividend. Microsoft, again, I haven't even touched this. This has just been auto invest. As you can see, like it never happened there. I don't know what happened there, and it's back up again. I want to make sure I don't show you the total at the end of the year, because that is a surprise, of course. So make sure you hit that like button before you see the full total. So I've got 3 main monthly payers: QLP, Main, and Realty O. I do have Gladstone as well now. And as you can see, the monthly payer, ticker symbol O, is the winner with £207. QILP not far behind, just shy of £200. So yeah, that is pretty good going. And then Main, this is my invest £1 a day challenge, and you can see it's ticking over quite nicely, and I made £28 from that. Tesla, Starbucks, and then you got the FTSE All World High Dividend and the S&P 500. These should have been a lot bigger, unfortunately, but they're not. That one should have been £100. This should have been close to 100, but obviously I had to sell from that. But I still earned £100 overall the year. So let's look at the end of year total. If you were paying attention, you would have seen it earlier on in the video. You would have got a sneak peek of the comparison from last year and this year. But as you see here, this year alone, I earned a total of £647.59. And as you can see there, June was my over £100 month. I was hoping it was going to be June, September, December, basically have over 100 every month, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Life got in the way. So yeah, let's scroll up and compare it to last year. And there is last year's total. So pretty much almost 3x'd my dividends. So yeah, last year £269, and then this year £647, which is a massive difference. What is my lowest month here? Jan at £24, and then we'll look at last year. So yeah, £24 would pretty much be like my 5th best month. So obviously I started last Jan, and then you got Feb, started growing, and at the end of the year I earned basically a £60 month really, which is like my peak, and then obviously just snowballed from there really. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've compared to last year. So let's look at these monthly payers. So ticker symbol O, £59 over the year, up until £200 this year. So that is massive, massive gains with reality income. I don't think I've invested that much into reality either this year. It's just been reinvesting the dividends really, and you can see how it's just snowballing. That's huge. So yeah, that's pretty much what the portfolio is looking like. And then obviously we'll go into the monthly data, and obviously you can see here this is the market value. So at the end of the year, end of the month, I input my total value of my portfolio into this box, and then obviously how much money I invested each month, and then obviously the spreadsheet does the dividend income itself. Then it'll basically add up my monthly and dividends together to give you a total amount invested. So actually here, again, I had a nice build, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 18, 19, 19, about to hit that 20,000 mark, and then back down to 10, 10, 11, 11, and we are building. And again, you can see the start of the year, we had huge investment goals. Like I said, I wanted to invest close to £1,000 a month. If I could hit that £1,000 a month, I would hit that £20,000 mark pretty much just shy of the year. So if I had £1,000 every month, it'd be like 10 months in, I've hit that £10,000 mark. Obviously, we started off amazing. Basically 2,300 in my first month alone. That's because social media, advertising companies have a massive input into adverts at the start of the year. So ad revenue bounces, goes huge at the start of the year. That's pretty much what happened there. I will do another video, which will come out later on, about how I earn my passive income, which I use to invest here. So I don't invest my personal money that I earn from work. I do invest £40 a week actually, so £40 every week from my income. I do invest, but the rest of it I top it up by passive income pretty much. So whatever I earn from passive income, I invest it. So that's what you see here. Booming, 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 booming. Kind of booming. And then July was pretty much when I sold almost basically £9,000 from my portfolio. And then I had to also pay off my debt and also rebuild my emergency fund. So that's what you can see here, the 160s. So pretty much the 160 that's just my £40 a week from my own money going into the portfolio, and the rest of the money is going into basically rebuilding my emergency fund, etc. And then obviously November back up to £600. I think I've done pretty well that month, and that's pretty much what I had left over. So I thought I'd just invest it instead of just spending it. And obviously this month, December, went back to the basic £40 a week income, really. So yeah, hopefully this year now, 2025, we can get back to big numbers, investing more. What you've all been waiting for is my dividend income and how much I've done so far. So as you can see here, my market value for my portfolio, which I just showed you earlier on the video, what I invested over the year, just shy of that £10,000 mark, to be fair. Dividend, what I've income, and then that is my dividend yield, basically 5.55% return. So my portfolio has returned 5.5%, which is amazing, I think. The goal is to try and keep it between the 4 and 6. So if I can keep it between that, that is a pretty good dividend income. So 5.5 is pretty much spot on in the middle, which I'm pretty happy with. If we can keep that where it is or grow it, even better. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Some big videos coming up in the new year, in the year 2025. So make sure you stay tuned for them.